It started on August 1st. His dad took him to the emergency room. He was having severe pain in his back and legs.
I was a bit confused because I didn't know really what was happening, and he just told me that he wasn't feeling good.
The night before Wasion's first team practice, junior Caden Clymer unexpectedly had to be taken to Toledo Children's Hospital.
His calves were actually swelled up 4 inches larger in circumference than they are now. So he was very uncomfortable.
I just wanted to go home, honestly. I didn't really care what they did to me. I just wanted to go home.
Full of pain and uncertainty, Clymer received word that he had blood clots in his legs.
I was really sad. I was crying and I was upset because I've played football my whole life and I just want to play with my friends.
6 feet of blood clots were removed.
It's honestly heartbreaking to see something like this, to see a young kid who's just excited to play football. He's excited to get in there and get the season started, and then he has to go to the hospital and get these blood clots removed. Kind of just came out of the blue. It's not something he had experienced before, like his friends and his mom was saying. Sadly, this isn't really an isolated story. This is something that we've seen an increased number of cases in the past few years, or even in the past few months, mostly the last year or so. We have some clips of local news outlets kind of talking about other people who have gone through similar issues with blood clots. So we're going to go ahead and play a montage for you here. See if you notice any sort of common thread with these reports.
We are hearing from his mother. She spoke with ABC4's Nick McGurk, who joins us live just outside of Corner Canyon High School. Nick, what did she have to say?
She says her son, Everest Romney, is 6'9" tall. He's a 17-year-old, as healthy as you could ever imagine. At 6'9", he plays basketball for Corner Canyon High. So the question is this: how did someone that she says had no underlying health conditions, was extremely healthy, end up in the ICU with a number of blood clots in and around his brain? Everything we're about to tell you is based on what his mother told me over a Zoom call just minutes ago. Let's talk about the timeline here. On April 21st, 17-year-old Everest Romney got his vaccine shot. This was his first shot. The next day, he complained of a sore neck, had swelling in his neck. A few days later, Everest couldn't even move his neck because of the swelling without literally putting his hands on his cheeks or on his head to move his neck.
The COVID vaccine by Johnson & Johnson is on pause after a few rare cases of blood clots. A young woman now hospitalized in California may be such a case. 18-year-old Emma Berkey was flown from Nevada for care at Loma Linda Hospital after 3 brain surgeries for blood clots.
I don't know about you, I don't really see any common threads in those stories. It seems like 2 just completely random cases of someone who is extremely healthy with no underlying conditions just getting blood clots. It seems pretty clear that this just is something that happens in the world. I don't think we should be asking any questions. It's clearly obvious that blood clots just occur in healthy young athletes. No other reason that would happen.